Apparently, right?
Are we?
Yeah, it says live 5 seconds in. So get back to where you need. Get back to your station, young lady.
Okay. All right. So I don't even actually know if we're live.
We're trying to. It says
Okay.
live on your screen, 16 seconds, and we're trying a new thing. We're trying something called Restream, and we're supposedly on YouTube and Facebook. Sally Elias Kezi's channel.
Supposedly. Maybe you can pop over YouTube and see if we're actually
I will. Hold on.
just to make sure we're doing this right.
I just see a slight delay. Okay, I'm coming over. I'm back, and let me go over there and check right now. YouTube. I'm over at you right now. Live with the Cake MD. I got you. I'm live. I like this. Hold on.
Live.
Yeah, we are. I see you.
Okay.
Over at you right now.
You want to check Facebook really quick? Make sure we're doing it right.
Live with the Cake MD. I got you. I'm live. I like this. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Quit moving around, dude.
Okay.
Quit moving around.
You want to check Facebook really quick? Make sure we're doing it right.
Okay, just get back over to your station, dude. I'm live. I like this. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Quit moving around, dude. Let me try. Yeah, we're live on both, so just go ahead. It looks like it.
But there seems to be a big delay on my end.
There's a big delay. Of course there's a delay. Just don't worry about it. Don't see it. I'm going to shut this off, but there's a delay. Okay, we're live. Are you good now? Are you good?
Yeah, should I just get started?
Yeah, just get started. I don't know. I mean, people will pop in, but I think at 11:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, you're off, but people are working, so.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, is the delay a problem, or should I just
keep going? It's not a problem. Keep going.
Okay. All right. So today we're making Fiteer Meshaltet. And Fiteer Meshaltet is basically like a laminated dough that Egyptians make. It's laminated in a different way than you would normally expect for like croissant or puff pastry. But this is kind of what I call an Egyptian puff pastry. There's no leavening. There's no yeast, at least the way I make it. And we're going to laminate it by literally creating like sheets on top of sheets. And today
you look like you were doing the Macarena for a second.
What?
Macarena. That's what it looked like.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just get through the explanation, then you can blab all you want, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm doing it a little bit differently today than what I've done on my YouTube channel before. So I'm laminating it a little bit differently. Instead of taking one big sheet and folding it onto each other like typical puff pastry, I'm actually going to take 4 portions of dough and envelop one into the other. You'll see.
I will see, won't I?
Huh? Yeah. And the recipe's on my blog, which I'll post down in the caption. Also, I just want to remind everybody, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more of these baking videos. And you know, we've got a whole host of baking videos from all different kinds of cuisines. But today we're doing Fiteer Meshaltet, which is a popular one. And I have clarified butter or semna or ghee or whatever you want to call it here. But this can also be done with butter-flavored shortening, butter-flavored Crisco, which will be perfect for fasting times or if you're a vegan. All right, now the next thing I have here is we have the dough that I've split into 4 pieces, and it's been resting for about an hour and a half. So it's super important that after you knead it and create that nice gluten, that you also let it rest. So we create the gluten, and then we're going to let it rest for about an hour, hour and a half, even 2 hours to let it relax so that it's easier to stretch out. So we do want it to be strong, but we want the gluten to relax a bit when we're trying to stretch it, or it won't stretch and stretch.
Come on, get it right.
Okay, and then I've got an 8-inch pan and a 10-inch pan. I think it's probably going to go into a 10-inch pan. So I'm just going to go ahead and grease my 10-inch pan with some clarified butter,
Or ghee.
ghee, and then I've got my oven at 375 convection, so that's already ready to go.
275 is not that hot.
375.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We're gonna get the first thing I notice right now is we're gonna get you a microphone for your computer, because the onboard microphone from your Air whatever it is, your MacBook Air is not fantastic.
I see. All right.
Yes.
Well, hi.
Hi, how are you?
All right, so we've got 3 viewers actually. So you're in charge of, if there's any comments or questions, you're in charge of answering them or telling me about them.
I'm looking for viewers and I don't see them anywhere.
Well, I see 3 viewers in my screen.
Excellent. I don't see that. You have the master screen, so maybe the messages from the audience will display here. So just don't worry about it. If the messages come up, do you have any messages yet? That's what I'm worried about.
I don't know. I'm not even sure where to look for messages.
I have a place where messages should scroll. If anybody's watching right now, just do a hello message for me so I see if it comes up. Okay. I don't see anything right now. All right, this is our first time doing this. Give us a break.
All right, let's get going.
Technology and I don't mix. I call Instagram still. All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit it.
All right, so we're going to grease my counter too.
So you just do it right on the marble or right on the granite counter.
Right. So this is similar to strudel because we stretch it really thin, but it's a lot more butter than in a strudel. I'm actually just going to, in order to make sure it's all buttered.
Yeah, so massage that ghee into the table.
Huh? Yeah.
Massage that ghee into the table.
All right, so here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our first piece of dough and start stretching it with our hands like this. You can see the dough, yeah?
I might do a little troubleshooting right now if I can. I'm just going to leave for a second, but I'll be right over there. Okay?
All right, that's fine. I'm going to start stretching the dough like this.
Yeah, stretch away. Stretch away.
So first thing I'm going to do is stretch it on the backs of my hands like this. And then I'm going to lift and stretch, kind of like spreading a picnic blanket. Lift and stretch. So you're not pulling, you're lifting and stretching and then tacking it down. And this way, this is how you're getting the dough to stretch. And if you're using my recipe, you'll use bread flour or high gluten flour that will really withstand all the stretching. So you lift and stretch from the middle rather than lifting and stretching from the edges. So you're not just pulling the edges, but you're lifting from the middle. Because if you were just to pull the edges, you would tear easily. And a little tear is okay, nothing to stress about. And then you want to keep going, and you're kind of like forming a rectangle here. You see the dough stretches beautifully because of 2 things. Because you've used bread flour or high gluten flour, and you've also relaxed the dough after you've created the dough and created the gluten. So I've got a little couple of holes here, but that's okay because we're almost done. There's a little, you can start to see through this dough almost. I can see the countertop. But this part, it still needs a bit of stretching. So I'm going to continue stretching here. And as I said, don't stress if you get a few holes, because I've got 1, 2, 3 little tiny holes here. That's no big deal because we're almost toward the end of the stretching part. So we're going to keep going on this end. where the dough is still a little bit thick.
Please forgive me.
Will you grab me a pair of scissors? I forgot to grab scissors.
Where are the scissors?
In the drawer.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to hook up this mic that I used for Shushu in piano lessons during COVID. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Here's your.
All right, so we're going to show you what the scissors are for in a minute. But I'm going to keep stretching because this part of the dough is still a little bit too thick. I want to be able to see the countertop. So just lifting. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these tiny holes on the edge in a little bit. You know what? While you're here, honey, can you grab me a measuring tape? I should have one over in the drawers there.
You want me to grab a measuring tape?
Yeah, because I want to show people about how big this is once I'm done.
Okay.
And you can see my countertop through this. This part is still a little bit thick, so I'm going to keep going.
I want to get this mic to you.
Lift and stretch. Lift and stretch. Good. So we're about done. If you could grab my measuring tape, or you're not ready yet.
Give me a second.
Okay. So this is our first piece.
Catch.
All right. And I just want to show you how big this is so you get an idea. This is about 24 inches by 20 inches. And it doesn't have to be like that, you know, depending on your size of dough. So, but I just wanted to give you an idea about how big this is when we're all done. All right, so now we've stretched this as far as it goes. You can see the countertop through the dough. And then we're going to take our scissors and this thick ropey piece around the edge, we're going to cut that off. So this is too thick. We don't want to keep it in our Feteer. And this is the same thing we made strudel before. This is the same thing we do with strudel. So we're just going to take off that thick ropey edge. And that's also where your little holes probably have developed. So you don't have to worry about those holes. We're just cutting right through them. So again, just to remind you, if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to our channel. And this can be reused. Once this is relaxed, this dough that I just cut off, you can relax the dough for another hour or something, or form it into a ball first, then relax it, and you can use it for another piece of it. You don't have to waste the dough. All right, so we've got our thick ropey edge. And then we're going to take a little bit more clarified butter. A little more than that. And we're going to rub it all over the surface. As you can see, this dough is pretty strong. Even when I'm putting all this butter on here, it's still withstanding this.
So if I may interject, we did get a response, hello, good luck, that I saw on Facebook, but it's not showing up on my Restream messages section.
So yeah, on Facebook, I think is where you're going to have to answer it, right?
I gotcha. So all I have one message there.
What's the message?
Good morning and good luck.
Who's it from?
Ezrat Yosef.
So Isaac, hi Isaac. So anyway, what I want to just say really quickly here is this is a lot easier when you're doing it with another person because it's so big. So, but we can still do it. We're going to bring one edge over here. And
that looks crazy. I think that would just rip right apart, but it's the gluten that's holding it together, yes?
Yes. So we're going to try not to overlap the dough. It's a little bit harder, as I said, when there's only one person, but there we go. All right, so this is a fun project to do with people.
Looks incredibly tedious to me. This is just doing layer and layer and layer, correct?
As much as possible, yeah. So as much as possible, you don't want to clump up the dough or lay it on top of each other. You want to spread it out so that the layers stay thin.
And you put nothing in this dough.
This is flour, water, and salt.
Simplicity.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's one section. We're going to lay it over here for now. Okay, we're going to put some butter on it. And then we're going to move on to our next piece. So we're going to do this a total of 4 times.
You don't need to re-butter the, oh yeah, you do, I see. Okay, you are doing it, okay.
And then again, we're going to stretch it out a little bit first, and then stretch out on the backs of our hands.
Mm-hmm. Throw it up like a pizza.
No, I've tried that before. It doesn't work well. You're going to do kind of a rectangular shape here. All right, so we're just going to stretch and tack it down. Same thing we did before, stretch and tack it down. Lifting up like we're spreading a picnic blanket on the beach or something. And you want to move around all 4 sides to keep it even so that you're not stretching just in one section.
So it's best to be able to access it from a few sides at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want a table or a countertop where you can do all 4 sides. But you were saying it's 2 o'clock or whatever time o'clock it is on a Tuesday, but it's actually later in other countries.
Honey, but it's 11, not 2 o'clock. It's 11 a.m.
All right, but that means it's actually 5 o'clock in Egypt. Did you think about that?
I didn't think about that.
5 o'clock in Hungary.
Are you sure it's 5 o'clock or maybe 6?
I think there's 6
You know,
hours.
we do the silly spring forward stuff, so. Which I heard might not be with us for too much longer, which is good news, I think. I hate losing that hour. All right, look at that thing. And now, what's going to go in this thing? Or is this just dough?
This one is going to be plain, but a lot of people will put sausage, feta cheese, ground beef.
So it's a savory. It's a savory.
Oh no, it's usually sweet actually. So most people will just keep it plain like this and cover it with powdered sugar when it's done baking. So you can do it sweet or savory.
So it's kind of like the Hungarians' langosh in a sense, although langosh is basically, just deep fried bread. But you can do it either sweet or savory because you can, put powdered sugar on langosh, and you can also rub garlic and salt on it.
Yep, you can do it langosh, sweet or savory. I mean, this is just a basic canvas of a rich dough, and you can do whatever you want to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost done stretching this one.
Gotcha.
Yep, so this one's done. Okay, so I'm going to rope the edge off.
I really got to fix this microphone situation.
What's the matter? You can't hear me?
Well, I can, but it's just not great. But then again, it cuts off the refrigerator sound in the back. So that's good news.
Oh.
I have to lavalier you.
Any more messages or questions?
No, I'm trying to look, but no. Got it. Okay. So yeah, we got to do this version via computer. What's the other live one we did where we did it by phone?
Instagram.
Yeah, I like that one. And I'm not even very good with the Instagram. All righty. Cut. And you reuse that, correct?
We can. I'm not going to do it this time, but we can.
Okay. So this is basically very much like strudel, yes?
It's very much.
Exact same concept.
Yeah.
But is the dough the same?
There's a lot more butter in this.
More butter in this, okay.
Uh-huh. All right, so here's where the technique differs a little bit between my other Fiteer Meshaltet recipe. We're going to put this in the middle, and then we're going to laminate this piece in the middle of the dough.
The piece you just folded over and over and over.
Yep.
Wow. And of course, the butter in between all the layers is what keeps them layers, right? And not
Yep.
rejoining.
Right?
Nice.
Okay. All right. So then we're going to set that aside with a little butter on top and move on to the next one.
How many of these we have? You enjoy this so much, don't you?
Huh? I mean, I do.
You enjoy this, don't you? It's like, okay, I got you. I do one and be like, whew, that's plenty. I'm done.
It gets faster as you go along because you know what you're doing and you feel more confident.
Mm-hmm. I think if we want to do this live, we get a good mic and we do it on Friday nights and call it Friday Night Bakes. How's that?
Sounds good.
Friday Night Bakes.
Experiment today anyway.
Hmm?
This one is just an experiment today because we've never gone live on YouTube or Facebook before.
It is. You're right. But I think we'll pick a night to do it, and then we'll call it whatever night bake. Friday Night Bakes. And that way people can bake with a glass of wine. Wouldn't it be fun to bake with while drinking a glass of wine? Well, not for you. I know you drink 2 ounces and be tipsy, so you couldn't do it. But I'm saying some people could. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're ignoring me. I know that. All right. I'm still looking. So it's weird. We're really far behind on YouTube. You're just cutting the number 2 right now on YouTube with the scissors. Yeah. So there's a big Big time delay on that one. And on the Facebook one, you are closer. Closer in the Facebook one. Very weird. It's very odd. And of course, the one I'm looking at, you're live. Do you like to sing while you're doing this? That'd be fun, yeah?
No.
No? You never do? You never hum a tune?
No.
Like, no.
Occasionally I pray.
Oh, okay, yeah. When things are not working out for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good. What do you call that? The stretchability of it. What do you call that? Is there a term for it?
Elasticity of the dough.
Elasticity?
Uh-huh.
Or the glutenage of the dough, maybe?
No.
No? Okay.
Gluten is strength. Gluten is the protein. This is
Okay.
elasticity.
And it's the protein that stops it from ripping.
Right.
Man, look at that butter. That looks cool. Raining butter.
Just one more after this one.
One more. Like I said, this is tedious. I would do one and be like, okay, I didn't rip it. We're done.
You can do one big one. That was my previous YouTube video. I did just one big one.
That huge one for the strudel, yeah?
No, I have another YouTube video, Fiteer Meshaltet, where I did just one big one. So there's a couple of different ways to make it.
Gotcha. Yes, dear.
Hi.
Are you cutting right now? Oh, yeah, you're cutting. Look at you. I like the way you wrap it around your finger like that. It keeps it out of the way. Good idea. Good method.
Thank you.
You call that the finger roll method, right?
Sure.
You know who's great at the finger roll? George Gervin. They call him the Iceman. He was a great basketball player in the 70s.
I don't know.
He did the finger roll is what they called it. It was a layup into the basket where it rolled off his fingers. The Iceman, George Gervin.
So we take the previous ones we made.
You don't care, do you?
Well, I'm just trying to focus.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Of course, Julie Serving, you've heard of Dr. J. He also did the finger roll. You heard of that, right? You've heard of him, at least.
Who?
Julius Irving, Dr. J.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God. You're not in a bubble. So let's talk about current events while you're doing this. What did you think of the hijinks of the Oscars?
Really, that's what you want to talk about?
That's the water cooler talk of Monday and Tuesday.
All right, we're on our last one. Don't stress. Are there any more questions or comments?
I don't see any. Right, like I said, we have to get we have to align our ducks in a row on this. This is our test run. So yeah, Tuesday, 11 a.m. Not a good test run time, and also we have to advertise when we're going to do it. Hello.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, we have to advertise when we're going to do it, and I suggest we do it in the evening, like on a Friday night when people can get a glass of wine, and then if they want me to harass you, they'll message me saying harass your wife, and I will, and then they can either laugh or learn to bake, one of the two. How's that sound?
Good.
Good or great?
Good.
Oh, just good. Okay. Okay. You should hum a little while you're baking. It's nice to do that, you know? Hum a song. Well, don't whistle. That's cutting through the mic. Just a nice little hum, like here. How great thou art, sanctuary. Do something you like. Something you like, you know?
Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
Nice voice, honey. Nice voice. I like it.
Really, you don't usually say that. Are you just pretending right now?
No, I like your voice. It's a very nice voice. I mean, you know, you're no Placido Domingo, but do you really want to be? No. What are the three tenors? Do you remember them? It's Pavarotti, Placido Domingo, and the other guy. I can't remember his name, and that's terrible. Shame on me. Domingo, Pavarotti, and why do I want to say Carreras? I don't even know if that's right. And then there's Cecilia Bartoli. I remember her, and talking about the opera world right now. Okay, so we go all over in these discussions, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and looks good.
Just
And then
about-
you're gonna put the previous three in the middle of that and wrap all this around it, right?
Right.
So it's gonna come out like this is gonna come out like a big square or a high square. How does it come out? How does it come out?
No, I'm going to press it into a round shape.
Oh, okay.
Last one. See?
Last one.
Not
Okay.
as seamless as you thought.
No, well, it's tedious. I mean, after one, I would have been done. I do like that rolling technique, though. It's very nice. The finger roll, of course. And people actually enjoy doing this, yeah?
Yeah. What's wrong with it? It's relaxing.
Like I said, it seems labor, you know, it just seems like a tedious thing. Okay, let's stretch. Butter.
What?
Nothing. Hi. Let me handle this part. Okay, now we're going to put the previous three in the middle, and then we're going to wrap it up. Give me a play-by-play.
Oh, sorry. We put the previous three in the middle. Then we're going to fold over long ways.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to not make the dough overlap each other because that creates thick layers. Again, this is a lot easier when there's more than one person. Maybe next time you can help me.
Yeah, let's take it easy. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe on a night where I could have a glass of wine while I'm doing it, then I'll do it.
Okay, and then we're going to fold in the shorter sides. Again, trying as best as you can to stretch out these pieces so that they're not thick and clumpy.
I'm going to test your math. How many layers per each one of those?
So these are, it's two folds to the fourth power. which I can't do in my head.
Aha, there we go. See?
All right. All right, so now we're going to take it and we're going to do seam side down. Into the pan that's already been greased with clarified butter. And then I'm going to let this rest for 10 minutes because we've been doing a lot of stretching. So if I try to push it down now, it's going to be kind of tight. So I got to let the dough rest for about 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I'll just gently press it out to the edges of the pan. I've got a 10-inch pan now. I could probably even do it in a 12-inch pan, to be honest with you. But the 10-inch pan is what I've got. I'm going to push it down with my knuckles a little bit. More clarified butter. Then I bake it for about 20 minutes at 375 convection. And then I will post. I don't know how that works.
Well, you'll try to post a picture after this if it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know if I can attach a picture to the video on YouTube. I don't know.
Well, we'll see, right? This is all an experiment.
At minimum, I'll put it on my blog with pictures.
You sound much better there.
Huh?
You sound much clearer right now.
Okay, so I'll post it on my blog with pictures if I can't do it on YouTube, but hopefully I can do it on YouTube.
Excellent.
So that's how you make Fiteer Meshaltet.
Excellent. And please subscribe on the YouTube channel.
Please like and subscribe down here.
Yeah. And isn't there a notification up there, the bell or something? Up there or something? I don't know. How's that work?
No, I don't think so.
I'll tell you. Let me just tell you. Okay. Yeah, there's a subscribe button down left, and then notification is down lower than that. Gotcha. Okay.
So I just want to, one more thing. You can take these scraps and you can knead it into a ball.
And you can make another one.
Right, but you got to relax it for a couple of hours because this is like overly stretched dough now.
Wow, really? So if you did it right now, what, it would rip or?
It wouldn't, well, it probably would rip because it wouldn't be elastic if you tried to stretch it.
So you need to rest it.
You need to rest it for a couple of hours, but you could make another little Feteer out of this. Just trying to create it into a ball now.
And you'll save it, freeze it?
Yeah, no, not freeze it.
Oh,
let it relax at room temperature for a couple of hours.
And then you can make another one. Waste not, want not.
Yep.
Good day to you, woman.
Any questions? You want to check and see if there's any questions before we go?
I do not see any.
Let me check on my end to make sure.
Yeah, you can check on your end. I don't see any. This is a very difficult thing to do. Man, you're way behind on one of them. This is a weird experiment.
Yeah, it's a weird experiment. Let me see what it says when I click on chat. Social comments display here.
Messages from audience will display here. And I got Ezat put one on Facebook, but it never came up.
I changed the layout so that comments will show up on the right-hand side.
Okay, but like I said, Ezat put one on Facebook, a comment, but it never showed up on here. So I don't know about the glitchiness or whatever it is, but it's, hey, we're experimenting, correct? It's a Tuesday.
All right, we better sign off now. It's been 40 minutes.
Good morning.
I bet we could. But that's kind of annoying, just sitting here in silence for 10 minutes.
That's very annoying.
All right, so let's go then.
We'll iron this all out and see if we're how to. You need to talk to my brother about the Get Swamped on YouTube, how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty good with all this stuff now,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
And I
guess
do.
we
I
should-
don't know.
We should sign off now, yeah?
Bye.
Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll get back on the screen.
Okay.
Bye. How to end stream.